Hey lovelies, welcome back to Substance TV. Today's video is on an interesting movie titled Adire, a trending Netflix movie. Adire begins by introducing us to a prostitute, Asari, who had the talent of making undergarments from Adire. Asari was a pimp to a captain who uses her to make money without duly rewarding her monetarily. She got tired of the cave she felt in the hands of the captain and she decided to set herself free by stealing some of his money, which she rightly believed was her payback for all her works, and eloped to a small town in Oyo to start a new life. There and then, she changes her name from Asari to Adire. And in that small town, Adire became popular, and here is how it happened. Adire comes into the small town in Oyo, visiting bars and turning men's head in her beauty. These men began spending their money and time in the bar just to have a feel and taste of Adire's beauty. The wives of these men in the community, who were church women, holds a meeting after one of them found where their husband spends most of their time. The meeting was to fish out the prostitute. However, they did not have the balls to go after her because she lived in a building the community had condemned to be haunted by ghosts. Very determined, Shalewa, the wife of one of the men captured by Adire's beauty, opted to challenge Adire by herself. In a twist, she became friends with Adire. Adire gave her a pack of her handcraft lingeries with some tips to keep her man at home and always wanting more of her. This worked and Shalewa was excited. The women were surprised at how Shalewa was glowing in looks and in happiness. The women in the church asked Shalewa about the secret of her new glow, and Shalewa shares the secret, and all of them stormed Adire's house, the same prostitute they all wanted to lynch. And that was how Adire became a friend to all women in the community who were church women because the community was majorly Christian dominated. This, however, did not sit well with the general overseer's wife, Sade, whom the women either feared or hated for her strict and judgmental nature. Sade believed that she was a perfect woman of God with no flaws. On different occasions where she had the opportunity to, she made Adire feel like a worthless sinner, the same way she made a little chorister feel like an outcast because she got pregnant out of wedlock. Sade said a whole lot of demeaning things to the young chorister without knowing that her own daughter was pregnant. When Sade's daughter Simi went on an errand to Adire's house, sent by her father to offer a peace offering to Adire, whom the wife had embarrassed on the burial of the deceased, she figured out that she is pregnant and she encouraged her to do the right thing. Simi changed her mind from terminating it to keeping it instead. Simi, during her parents' arguments, revealed her pregnancy and got slapped by her mother. Her mother confirms the pregnancy, and Simi's father decided she would have the baby, which they will care for while she goes back to school. Meanwhile, the captain Adire used to work for tracked her down, trying to force her to smuggle drugs. In the struggling, Adire defends herself by hitting him with an iron. Captain collapses and she grabs her bag to escape. Shade's assistant, upset about his boss's distress and Simi's situation, sets Adire's house ablaze. Adire escapes the flame after hitting the captain. Coming out of the burning house, she finds support from the community and a man who loves her, Thomas. Tunde was caught and was beaten by the people who was present, and Adire pleaded for mercy. Sade, already humbled by the daughter's situation and feeling guilty by her PA's action, finally finds the heart and accepts Adire into their midst like the other women, and Adire became a Christian convert. Guys, this is basically a precise review on the movie Adire. Like, the one thing I love about this movie is the intertwining of the women's sexuality, culture, and religion. Guys, this movie is very, very dope. The technical aspect is very commendable, from the cinematography to the sound to the editing, all of them on point. The settings was beautiful. Guys, going down to the critics, I feel like some essential plot points were left unexplored. Yeah, The Adire craft and creativity could have been further explored, considering that's the name of the film, and we would have loved to see the transitioning of Asari the prostitute to a powerful Adire craft woman, especially since she adopted her craft as her name in the new town, and that was basically her motive, okay? And an unnecessary scene was the shooting and chaos. Like at that point, I got lost because there was no further activity to back up that scene. So I was like, why did they just end it there? So I just felt like there were basically some essential plot points that could have been, explored more. But above all, the movie is very commendable. I give it a 95%. So guys, if you haven't seen Adire, you need to go watch it. It is highly recommendable, trust me. And for those who have seen this movie, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. So guys, thank you so very much for watching. Please do well to like this video, share the video, and very importantly, subscribe to Substance TV for more movie reviews, recommendations, trendings, and hot spicy gist. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.